December 23rd and I have yet to do my Christmas nails, so today we're going to get on that. But we're going to do like a challenge video. On my right hand we're going to do gel X, and then on my left hand we're going to do the same design but press-ons, and we're going to time them, see which one is quicker. As y'all know, I don't really do gel X, I mainly do it for my pedicures, so this will definitely be a challenge. But I will exclude like cuticle prep, nail bed prep, sizing the tips and stuff like that out of the timing, so I am going to do that off camera. As y'all know, I pick up my cuticles whenever I'm stressed. I've been very stressed recently, so we're just going to disregard that, and I'm going to try to prep around the bloody cuticle. This is my inspo. I'm very excited. Here is a quick before of my cuticles and after. Obviously not perfect whatsoever, but I did the best that I could do with the state of my cuticles right now. My prep tips are right there. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Jello Peel Off 1 Kill Base Gel. This is my first time using it. I'm super excited. I'm going to be really careful though because it is not HEMA-free, so I don't want to react, but I want to be able to pop these off to do New Year's nails. Okay, Jello is on. I already did my thumb to make sure I still remembered how to do Gel X, and timer will start now. Hi you guys, I'm switching to voiceover, so I did in fact forget to do the entire application on camera. Safe to say it took me a couple tries to get it like right because I have not done gel X on my hands in so long. But what you see at like my cuticles isn't like the gel or anything. Like I'm very careful about not letting it touch my skin. We all know, I unfortunately know what contact derm feels like, so I'm extra cautious about not getting it on my skin. Sorry, my cuticles just like look super duper weird because I was like messing with them, and then I got acetone on them to seal the cuticle, etc. But these nails were so much fun to do. I always forget how difficult it is actually doing them on the hand. I think like why I feel like it's difficult is because with my press-ons I have a bad habit of just like spinning the nail around to like make it easier, you know what I mean, which obviously you cannot do on an actual hand. So even though my left hand is my dominant hand, which is like, you know, what I'm using to paint, it was still quite difficult. This design especially, it took me a couple tries, so yeah, that was definitely difficult. And then I'm going to talk about this later, but what I feel like was what took the longest was the application and like smoothing it out, sealing the cuticle, all that stuff. But I will say that is one of the things that I love about, you know, gel X, acrylic, polygel, all of that, is how nicely it looks whenever it grows out because of how like flush it is with the cuticle. I just love how that looks. I think it looks really nice. I've been loving prepping my cuticles with the drill though. I don't know if I already said that, but you know, like using a flamed diamond bit and then the little ball bit, and then a little sanding band. I like have been forcing myself to get more comfortable with it. So it has been oh my gosh, I feel like I just short-circuited. I don't know why I'm having such an issue with my words right now. I don't even know what I'm saying. But the reason that I'm top coating each nail like in between is because I hate whenever they like feel sticky and then like they touch like my hands and stuff like that. I think the second most difficult thing besides the pinky was doing the French tips, just because again, like I couldn't just like turn my finger any way that I needed it to. But I feel like everyone always says that like stripes or like any sort of line is like the most difficult, but I honestly feel like it's one of the easiest things to do because like the brush is straight, you know what I mean, like you just put it on. Like I was talking to my mom and she thought that they were like really difficult to do because she doesn't really do nails. I was like, no, actually, like that's the easiest. But I love this little plaid design. It is so cute. I feel like I would totally do it all over my nails, like every single French tip being the plaid, but I also feel like I would get really bored of that. Also, sorry if it seems like I'm distracted. My cat is being naughty right now. He just took my earplugs off of... This voiceover is a mess. Sorry, I had to hiccup. He took my earplugs off of my nightstand and is now chewing them in half. So I had to get them from him. Chrome isolation, so stunning. Oh my gosh. I feel like it kind of just like pulled the whole like plaid look together, the little chrome thing. Oh my gosh, this voiceover is awful. I feel like I don't know what I'm saying. I think it's because oh my gosh. I think it is because it is late, not I'm late. Oh my gosh. I'm currently trying to figure out if I'm going to scrap this whole voiceover and redo it, or if I'm going to like leave it like clumsy like for y'all. But this was at the moment that my phone started dying, so I was like barely recording anything because I didn't have a charger. Like my charger is broken or something. I left it to charge when I was taking a break for dinner, but it didn't charge. So my phone was like on 6, which is why I barely recorded. But here's me doing some more chrome isolation. I don't love the stars. They're okay. I just wish I'd placed them better, but it's okay. I'll just fix it for my left hand. And then one last top coat, and then I'm going to stop the voiceover now. Okay, my hand is doing its final cure. Sorry, I didn't get to film a lot because my phone is on the verge of dying. It's on like 9, and I don't have my charger. They're looking beautiful though. Okay, I just took them out of the lamp. Let's stop our timer. Rue is currently running away. Okay, and stop. 1 hour and 20 minutes and 1 second and 35 milliseconds. Okay, but here's y'all's final look at them. I think the thing that took me the longest was application, because, you know, I haven't really done Gel X in a while. And then the hardest thing, I think, was this little white, like, French tip thing. But as y'all know, I didn't really like the bow in the middle just because I'm not the biggest fan of bows. So I did this instead. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. And I love it. I wish I had shifted this one a little bit more down, though. But here they are. I am obsessed with this plaid, by the way. So cute. Stunning. Oh my gosh. Those took me about 1.5 hours to do. Make sure y'all come back to see how quick I can do the press-ons. And then that way I can have both my hands finished just in time for Christmas. But bye, you guys.